Hello. Forgot to turn the mic on. Now we're good. All right. Summit Perry had just said in the Discord that he was going to Magic City, so I was wondering if he was riding because it's raining out here today. It's like 40 degrees and rainy, so a pretty miserable day. Yeah, I worked last night, so I figured I'd hop on and because I kind of wanted to look at a couple things on the bike, so I figured I'd hop in the do the afternoon, the Friday afternoon thing, which I kind of like because sometimes we get a little bit of a different crowd who can't do the Thursday or Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So, but so far we also have the regulars, Pudgy and Rick. I kind of talked to Rick a little bit earlier where Terry B was streaming live, and when I was watching Terry B's stream, I just really liked how the whole screen was clean. So I've removed most of the elements. Like super chats and stuff will still pop up where they always have, but it just seems like every single YouTube app makes it so you can now overlay the chat on there. There was a couple that didn't used to do it, and when I first started streaming, it didn't always replay the chat, but I found out how to turn that on. So if someone watches this after the fact, the chat will be able to be turned on. So yeah, let me know if you can't figure it out, but there should be a little chat icon if you're looking at it on a phone, or like I said, I figured it out even on my Fire TV, which was kind of the motivation to remove it. So I was able to make it work, even while just watching TV. When I watch live streams on TV, what I usually do anyway, though, is I have my phone out and I have the chat just on my phone. So if I'm working, I'll have it sitting on my desk, or if I'm sitting on the couch, so I could still chat and watch a live stream. But let me know if it's a problem for anyone. I figured an afternoon stream is the time to test it out. Hey, what's up, Dylan? What's up, Michael? Oh, Summit, you said there's no rain there, but Kristen is driving. Huh. Yeah, you would totally ride there. It actually, I guess it does sound like it might have stopped. I could sometimes hear it down here, but pretty miserable day all around up until if it just did like kind of taper off. But I got a Stone's new Enjoy By. They have a Enjoy By 420. So we got the Good Friday afternoon beer. Yeah, I was gonna tinker around with the Marin. I need to pull the cantilever brakes off because it looks like it's a real pain to actually put the pads on while they're on there. It just the way it's close to the fork. So I was thinking I'd pull them off, figure out how the pads go in there, and then maybe throw on the tires I bought, which are Gravel King 26 by 2.1s. I just want to see what they look like on the bike. And then I know Elijah Disco, he said he was interested in the tires I have on the bike, so I'm going to let him have those when he stops by next. Hey, what's up, Dimitri? Dimitri was in the chat on Terry B earlier, too. It was cool because a lot of the people that's how I met a lot of the people on YouTube that don't live in the immediate area was through Terry B's chat. So he, randomly went live around, was that like noon or something like that? And then Erin's picking me up at some point. We are actually going to go and do a little bit of route planning to try and figure out what we're going to do for our bigger summer tour that we do around 4th of July every year. So I figure I'll stream until Erin gets here. I told her just to come in the back door and then she could say hi, and then we're going to take off and go get some dinner and meet up with Large and start to plan what we think we want to do this year. Not sure if we're going to do exactly Ohio to Erie. That's what we've done 4 years in a row now. We always modify the route. So we do, the first year we did it as it's supposed to be. The second year we skipped the section down by, London, the section that Pudgy always rides. And yeah, and so each year we've kind of just made it different. And last year, really only between Cincinnati and maybe Xenia was actual Ohio to Erie, and then once we got back closer to home, we got back on the route north of Columbus. So we made a completely different loop through the state of Ohio. One thing I've been thinking about is making a loop this year, like picking a spot in the state and finding a place to park and making a loop just for the ease of logistics. Last year we had to get a friend, Yonda, to drive us down because they wouldn't rent trucks one way. I haven't looked into it for this year, but it still is an idea. But that's what we're going to talk about, anyways. Rick, Rick, Rick said, just leaving Starbucks and heading to the bar to listen to the stream. Don't talk about me while I'm gone. Oh, nice, Dimitri. You got out and did 65 and 75. I think I'm at yesterday, but I had to work in the evening. Um, so I got a ride in the late, or like 2:30 in the afternoon. I just went and did like a 25-mile loop. And then on Monday we rode because it was still pretty nice on Monday, but that's the only rides I've gotten in this week between being busy and the weather going crappy. But put this chat full screen. There we go. So I can mess around with the bike. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a look at these brakes first and just, like I've mentioned a number of times, if you haven't seen it, I've never messed with cantilever brakes. I don't have my housing and stuff like that yet, but I still at least wanted to, I have the brake pads and at least see how that goes, put those on, put the brakes back on. I said, yeah, whatever. See if I can make it so this doesn't just focus on the microphone. It seems to think that's a face. This is a couple generations old on face detect autofocus though, so it's not the most modern camera for that. And then, like I was mentioning at the beginning, let me know if you think the chat needs to be on there, or if this is better. Hey, what's up, Chris? He said 35. Oh, you have 65 today. Nice. Yeah, fake spring. That fake spring video, that was a weird thing. If you saw my last video, I think yesterday morning. So a video like that, I was thinking, oh, this will get like just the normal amount of views or whatever. And then I went to my gig last night, and then I went and my friend was hosting an open mic type thing for like storytelling or music or whatever, comedy, which is pretty fun. Went there with Large Marge, but so I looked at my numbers on YouTube to see if there were any comments to answer, and then when I went to that thing at 8 o'clock and then got home around whatever it was, 11 or 12, that video had just completely shot up, like doubled in views in like 2 hours, and also, but the click-through rate is 2%, which normally if I post a video, it'd be like 10 to 15 at first, and then it slowly goes down as YouTube like shows it to more people, which is just normal. But it's really weird. So 2% means it must have been getting shown to a ton of people. So I wonder if it hit like YouTube's homepage or something like that. And just, it was strange. I've never seen that happen on my channel before. So, or someone shared it. And it just, I don't know. So yeah, something weird happened though. Hey, what's up, Jay Dandy? What's 10C in American? That's one thing, the Celsius conversion I do not know. Whereas metric and, standard I get better at knowing, but like when I'm watching bike races and they say what the temperature is in Celsius, I'm like, yeah, what does that mean? I have to look it up. Unless it's 0 or, because I know that's 32 degrees, but. Doe's Tacos, what's up? He said, what's the advice for dialing in a rear derailleur? If it's friction, you're just doing the two. If it's friction, you really only have two things you really need to set up, which are the limiting screws. So basically, so the chain doesn't pop off this way, or the chain doesn't go into your spokes. On this derailleur, there's just two screws right on the top, which I understand is now right behind where I have that text. But basically, you just are, you could just pedal the bike and get it to, you could even see, like this one I could already tell it's in way farther than the cog. So you just basically want that pulley wheel to be lining up under the cogs at the two extreme edges. I stepped away from the mic. I don't know if that was loud enough. So if it's friction, it's as easy as that. If you are doing indexing, then you have cable tension that you have to get right to make it click with the shifts. But yeah, definitely the Park Tool videos. GCN has great videos on that too. That's what I used to watch GCN for. So yeah, if you YouTube search GCN or Park Tools setting up derailleurs, that's the way they shoot them really nice. Really good advice, better than I could just say without having a camera tight in there to show you exactly what it looks like. That's, like I always say, the problem with live streams and working on bikes is it's hard to see the intricacies of what's going on. But we have also talked about how Rick said like some idea to like somehow mount like a chest mount GoPro, which we're talking about last Tuesday. I do want to figure it out, but I have to have a cord somehow taped. I don't know. Like I said, some kind of like dog pulley system, you know. Let's see what takes these off. Well, these come off with the calipers, I guess if you still call them that, right? Come off with a 12 millimeter. Hey, what's up, Emilio? How's it going? Oh, Jay Dandy, you just had a flight at Ray's place. Nice. We were out there. Again, I should have hit you up. But, well, it was Monday. I don't know what your schedule's like, but yeah. I guess we didn't really know what we were doing before we left. But yeah, we rode out on Monday and had lunch and a beer at Ray's place, and then went over by town right before you get to Towner's Woods. There's some off-road trails over there. So. Yeah, you like those tri-spokes? These are the ones Pudgy gave me. Spin wheels, carbon, vintage carbon. So, yeah. I was talking on Tuesday. I think I'm gonna leave them on here for the summer, and then if the money situation is good, in the fall or whenever, have Dirty River build me up a new wheel set so I could go tubeless, and then put these onto my Trek. But because now I have two bikes that'll take 26s. Yeah, so trying to remember to say it right. I cleaned these up really nice. They're vintage MAFACs from a vintage cyclocross bike. I think I brought the frame down here and showed it, but yeah. Yeah, so the thing when I was trying to start to get into setting these up on Tuesday, it's like these have been over tightened and might even be bent in there, and I might need to spread them. Or I was wondering if they've, okay, so they do go in. I was worried that maybe there was a different standard back then for canties, but I thought that would be weird. But yeah, they're just, these bolts were just a little over tightened, and I couldn't get the pads in there while they were on the bike. So now I need to look at what they. Plus, I needed to change because Otis was over here to pick up the rally after I got hit by that car, so he could fix it, and he took it to the shop with him. Where was I going with that? Oh, and he told me there's 3 holes that the spring here can go into, and so he told me to put it in the bottom one, and I didn't. I put it in the middle one, you know, to be safe because I know nothing about canties. So, yeah. Let's see which way. I need to figure out which way these pads go to. Like I said, this is all new to me. Let me also grab this so I could see. Stream health is good. All right. What beers did you have, Jay Dandy? Ray's in Kent has a great beer selection. Draft beer, which is my thing. So let's see. Oh yeah, there's right and left. I didn't look at what I grabbed. Are they marked? Let me look at the other one. Someone's texting me too. I should be watching a Park Tool video while I'm doing this, not just winging it, but I am gonna just wing it. Oh, I also don't have the camera on the fork. Oh, that'll be really, really great for full mic focus. Here, let me get that. So these would go here. So there's an arrow on here. Is the arrow indicating the front of the brake pad? Let me know if anyone knows the answer to this. Or the rotation. It just says wear line. It doesn't say a direction. Let me see. Yeah, maybe from showing you guys, you could tell me how this is supposed to go, because I'm not sure. I need to look at a picture somewhere. So I want to hold it in the orientation it's going to go on the bike. So that'd be this way. Is that how it, or is it? Well, that looks weird. So is the long, what would be putting the most pressure? Tires spinning this way as the bike, wait. Yeah. That's backwards. Yeah, so arrow forward, Pudgy? Yeah. So what, yeah, what, so the long part of the brake, okay, points forward. Are they different? No, they're the same. Right? The pads are the same. Longer at the rear. Hey, what's up, Andy? H? Yeah. Gary, what's up? I go arrow forward. So the long end is at the rear. So those, yep. So that lines up. So long end at the rear, arrow forward. I thought the pads were different, but I don't think they are now that I'm looking at them. I thought Large was telling me that they were different. So, but they look the same. Even the long in the rear. As you all know, I am a child, so that's hilarious. Cool. Now we got the, just in case anyone else hasn't set up cantilevers, so let me see if I can, yeah, in front of my face, yeah, moves in reverse. That's what goes into the post, yeah. Can we curse after 5 o'clock? They oppose each other? Rear long forward. Oh, I got you. So in the rear. Okay. Get to that in a... Yeah, you kind of do. I mean, I guess you could twist these in place, but it does make sense to put the pads on when the brakes are off because the pad is behind the fork. Also need a an open-ended wrench then to tighten the pads in place, because you're not going to get a I could show this closer in a minute. Just and I don't need to dial it in perfectly right now until I get my cables and housing. Speaking of that, while I'm doing this, what do you guys think? Just regular black housing? I was kind of looking at that with the I don't know, with the color of this bike, I'm thinking just black housing is the way to go. But since I've already spent some money on here, if someone has an opinion that they think would be, I don't think I'd want to go white on here. So oh, yellow. I have some little pieces of yellow cable, so I could grab it here. I'll grab it here after I put the brake pad on, and then we could take a look. I could like lay it on there and see what it looks like. I'll zoom in too, but so let's see. Oh, there's some wax in there from when I waxed this frame. I should wipe that off while I have this off. Who'd be texting? Is that Erin? See what Erin's up to. Oh, she's sending pictures of the cat. She wants to bring the cat to dinner. The bean. Pudgy said anything but black. Housing just looks weird to him. Chris said the stainless braid tube. Hey, what's up, Disco? I was just talking about you. Just talking about pulling these tires off, so I can give them to you. Oh, what's up, Large? Aren't you working? I think I don't have the bean emoji on there anymore, do I? I think I used. Did I take bean away for? I think I took bean away for something because that's smoky. Smoky. Oh, someone said match the brake pads? Yeah, the brake pads do stand out, huh, on this. Well, again, you can't probably see. Oh, no. Can't see anything like that. But I did remove the bean emoji. That's before I realized I needed to make the emojis as PNGs, which I want to change them all. Um, so they didn't have a background, and the bean emoji had like a white background, which I hate, like the one that's my face, so I want to redo that with something else too. But I also made two new chat commands. I think there's a grav one, and uh, what was the other one I made? I made them today when I was changing it up so we could go full screen. What was the other chat command I made? I don't know. There's two new ones. Oh, Neo Retro. There's a Neo Retro one. see if I could show that, then I'll grab the yellow housing. Yeah, a little bit. It's probably small and far away, but you could see at least a little bit of it. So, oh, and then if you weren't here on Tuesday, I put on, these are Shimano Ultegra, 9-speed Shimano Ultegra levers that came off Erin's Surly Pacer, and the derailleur as well is 9-speed Shimano Ultegra. And then I have her cassette, but that's going to be kind of limiting in the range. So I think what I'm going to have to do is get I'm going to ride it with the one she has, which only has like a 26 or something. But then I think I'll end up getting a wider one, but I'll need a road link or something like that with this derailleur to make it hit the longer or the wider gears. So I said, not a super huge rush in this build, just kind of taking my time. But I think I am going to build it up like now with what I have. Besides, I still need pedals, which I think I'm going to get Deity Blade Runners because I just really like them on the rally. Might try something different. Not 100% sure. Maybe save a little bit of money and go with the Death Traps that we were talking about on Tuesday, which are a compound pedal but have a better shape than the one Deity actually calls the compound. I don't know. I'll decide that next time I'm in Dirty River early next week. But I think I'm going to build it up, get the housing, get the pedals, build it up, and just ride it and get the feel for it like this. And then, you know, down the road, like I said, maybe get a modern wheel set and stuff like that. I'm not sure. But I think I've spent enough money already, and then I'll just, upgrade it. If I'm riding it a lot and really like it, then, you know, I could go higher end with the stuff I do down the road. But yeah. Salmon colored to match the pads. I could see that if they have that salmon colored at the shop or order it. But a lot of times the housing. Oh wait, I'm out of focus, huh? A lot of times the housing I choose sometimes is because like the white that I put on the Peugeot when we were building last. Otis gave me a deal on it because no one was buying white housing. So I could definitely be influenced by that. Oh, riding with no bar tape? Since I ride so much without gloves on, I really like good bar tape now. Like I love the leather bar tape. Sorry, vegans. I really like the leather bar tape I have on the Trek 500 that matches the Brooks saddle. And then whatever I put on the I'm looking at to see if I have the boxes. A lot of times I don't now because I buy it at the shop as we go riding, so I just recycle the boxes right there. But the tape I have on the rally now is really comfortable too. So if it's not cold, like I like to have good bar tape so I don't need to wear gloves. I'm trying to think of the name of that leather. Someone asked me that in a YouTube comment or an Instagram comment, and I can't remember what. It starts with a C. It's not Brooks bar tape. Is Cardiff something like Cardiff a brand of bar tape or leather stuff? Oh, Brooks has some synthetic, so you could do like a cambium and come on, dude, focus. Like a cambium and Cardiff, yeah, Cardiff. Yeah, do you like neo retro? It's an airplane and then a prop airplane and then a spaceship. I don't know why. First things that came to mind. We all talk about drinks and bikes. I was just jumping into with the afternoon ones. Disco. I usually just like jump into working on something. I meant to bring down the new stickers too. Um, well, I'll talk about them on Tuesday. So Monday, I'm getting the clear Grav stickers in, but I made industrial gravel and this machine kills fascist stickers. So those will be able to be sold real cheap because I make those at the library. So, but yeah, I want to wait to list them on the website until I have the Grav ones in case you want more than one thing. I could ship them all out at once. But yeah, what was next? Oh, I wanted to see the yellow housing. Okay, well, there's no housing here on this bike. And then these are stops. Yeah, so this bike runs exposed cables, so it doesn't need a ton. It's only going to need the ones that go the side out the levers, and then the brake lines. Well, with oh yeah, I need the hanger. That's another thing. I need the hanger. But yeah, so what? There'll just be a piece. I'm trying to remember how you do that with. Yeah, the housing will go under the tape into the hanger, and then the cable will be exposed. So yeah, there'll be a little piece here. Let me move this cable. So not a ton actually. It's only going to be that if you guys know the routing on 9-speed Shimano is like this. So let me zoom in on that and see what you. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, that'll look better with the light off. Color might be a little more visible with that extra light off, huh? And then a piece here. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, Disco, still post all the bikes and beers for Tuesday. So don't you think the yellow will look all right? Hmm. I know it's on the wrong side of the bike, but that's. And then, oh, that one actually might fit in here. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't mind it as much in the back here in these little pieces. I'm not sure about on the front, on the bars on the front. Looks even better with a fresh banana in your bottle cage. Nice, Gary. Yeah. I thought I. Oh yeah. Let me. I'm just gonna run up and. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the stickers. I want to show. I'll show you the size of them, and they're only gonna I've mentioned this before, but they're just gonna be $1 just so it covers an envelope, and cost to ship them for the This Machine Kills Fascist stickers. I want people to have them. So anyone who wants one on their bike can piss off fascists. So yeah, let me grab them. I'll just put on the pedal brake video and it'll take me 2 seconds. Yeah, so I sized them for top tubes basically was the thought, but I mean you could just have one anyways. But the thing I didn't think about. So if you saw the one I have on my bike, um, there was a rectangle. So it was This Machine Kills Fascist down like that. And so I cut it, and stuck it on the top tube. These are one piece. It is die cut. It's not, there is a cut like right around the text. Um, rectangle, but smaller than that. But I didn't think about to ship them. I'm wondering if anyone would care if I did cut them or if you want them in one piece, because these are now too long for a standard envelope, which is something I did not think about. So I was thinking like local delivery, I'll give them to you as one piece, but if I ship them, I'd cut them into the 3 pieces. I don't know. But yeah. So those are those, and then I made, since I was getting stuff made at the library, these ones too. So I think I'm just going to do these, uh, maybe 2 for $3. They could be cheap as well. Vinyl stickers, just like the original Grav ones. So, and if you buy either, I'll probably throw a couple of the Grav ones I already have in there, and then the clear ones will have to be a little more expensive because they're, well, had to be ordered and die cut and on clear. It just costs more money. But this machine kills fashionistas. Michael says you want mine cut. All right. Yeah, I'll drop a link in the Discord and then on Tuesday on the chat. I'll have the other stickers to show them, but I didn't want to post them because, like I said, if people want more than one thing, it makes the most sense to just put one stamp on an envelope. So let's grab these rear brakes, put some pads on the rear. Oh, you know what? Since I have to pull these wheels anyways, I don't need to pull these. Oh, I do need to pull the brakes off because I want to put the spring in the small, in the lowest spot. Oh, I did. Oh, maybe Otis told me to put them in the middle. Is that what he said? Any advice? Any advice on that? Oh, I got that logo right over my face. I could move that. I could take it off too. Yeah, there we go. Now where'd my chat window go? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, cantilever brakes. Does the spring, do you start with the spring set in the middle and then adjust either way you need to from there? What's up, Rusty? Messing around with this Marin again. Putting the brake pads on. Hey, what's up, Grand Subject? Grand Subject said gray cables. Let's see if I don't think I have true gray to look, but I do have some of this, what is this? It's metal. I think this is the, what did I use this on? The Barry Hoban? Yeah, I think I used this when I built up the Barry Hoban. It's, is this Velo Orange, maybe, housing? But this, you know, it's not gray, but the metallic could look cool. But I know you're not supposed to use this for the shifters, I believe Yonda told me, because it's not compressionless. But on the Hoban, I haven't had any really problem with the shifts being crisp enough. So, I don't know. Jay Dandy said middle on the brake, so I will pull them off. Yeah. This is white. I don't think I want to go white, though. I think I'd go yellow over the white. And then traditional black, you know, would be... Black wouldn't look horrible on here. Just... that light is going to do no good for that, I know. That's right. I like to start in the middle hole and move around from there. uh, Whether that was supposed to be a joke or not, it was still funny. I want to. I don't have a. This is totally off subject while I'm opening this pack of brakes, but pads. I was watching Terry B, and like always, he usually has like some royalty free music playing in the background. Well, one, I don't put monetization on the stream, so I guess I could play whatever I want. But I should do that when I stream. One, I would like to, especially on the evening ones. It's just nice to have something going while we're chatting. Like he usually does something pretty chill, like just some kind of chill music. He uses Pandora, which I don't have. If I didn't say that, I can't remember if I did or if I just thought it. But let's see. Pudgy, you said then you go long in the front. More bean photos. Or in the rear that you have the long pointing forward, but the arrow still points, you know. It wouldn't just be this. But yeah. Rusty said, been researching new wheels all day. Is Dynamo worth it? We had a whole, um, like, we did a whole stream, like, debating, like, the Dynamo thing, whether it's worth it or not. We even linked a bunch of videos. I think if you go in, did we link those in the stream thing? I think, yeah, follow the arrow, right? Follow the arrow. Um, yeah, that seems right, following. I liked the one video we shared with the Dynamo was kind of cool because the guy had it set up with a, I think it was a USB there, and he was able to like charge devices. I almost think like that's more worthwhile than the light situation. I just don't have that much of a problem with my light, even on tours. But then again, I don't, here in Ohio, and I think most of the people that watch this channel, we're never that far away from a campground with a power source. I think the dynamos are truly worth it if you are really like, you know, you're doing the fool's loop or whatever. I don't know. You're like way out there somewhere where you're not going to have the chance to charge stuff. But, maybe somebody traveling through, like touring across the country. But he even got by doing that solar powered thing he had and setting that out. So, it's nice with these brake tracks are so wide. You don't on some of my road bikes when I'm setting up the old center pole brakes, they're such a pain because you have to nail that brake track so perfectly. All right. Oh, toe in the pads, that makes sense. Yeah, I've seen people who they even tow them with like a business card or something, so they tighten them down with a business card on there. I haven't tightened. I don't have the wrenches out. I could grab them in a minute if we have time, but I'll probably do the pads perfectly when I actually have the cables hooked up. But yeah, towing them in, that's definitely a good idea. And what's up, Steven? If I didn't say what's up. Yeah, the brand we were talking about brands of battery packs. I always get the same one, and I've done well with them. Funny Brad carries a giant one, but we camp a lot at state parks and we always make sure we have an electrical hookup. There's only one night when we do Ohio to Erie, we don't, traditionally the way we've done it, we don't have an electrical hookup. And so that's when I get into the battery packs. And then if we're stopping at a brewery or a bar and there's plugs, everyone makes sure like at least one person plugs in their stuff, you know. Yeah, like I said, where we tour, we're never that far out of places, whatever, civilization. Yeah, I carry a couple. Like that's what I do is I just carry a few battery packs instead of one giant one. But I also have the worry because I'm always trying to keep my GoPros charged up as well. Um, so I guess if you had limited, Erin brings a dock like a USB thing that has like 6 plugs. So we plug that into the camp, you know, charger and we usually don't end up out after dark that much when we're touring either. We want to get to camp, set up camp, get the fire going. Once in a while, it's out of control or we're waiting out rain somewhere. A couple times we got caught in Xenia, or I know some of you guys have been Devil Wind Brewing. So we've got to camp later on those nights. And there's no reason being at camp if it's raining, right? Why sit in your tent when you could sit somewhere else if you're, again, like, touring within civilization. If you're, like I said, out west, it's a different story. I thought it was really interesting looking at the amount of friction the dynamos take. It's more than I expected, I guess. But again, if you're not some racer or anything like that, it's not a big deal. Hey, what's up, Bob Darrow? If you got Darrow was in the St. Patrick's Day video, we're the ones who met up first. So yeah, I get the idea too for evening rides, so you can't forget a light. It makes sense. I'm not against them. Yeah. Yeah, ultra endurance would be a real reason to have one, I think, if you weren't worried about losing the watts. But yeah. Did I miss it? I did miss some comments. Okay, so Grand Subject said your bike is original in the back pad, the long part to the back, and the front, long part to the front. Isn't that the opposite of what Pudgy said? Oh, then Rick, I missed that comment. He said he heard someone mention that with a dynamo, you only have so long at a traffic light before the tail light dies, which would make sense. Yeah, which could be frustrating for sure. I know Summit Perry had a lot of info about the dynamos too. Disco says long part always trails back. Okay, that's the way they're set up then, and that goes with the arrow thing. So see the bean. No, can't focus on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think the dynamo would be cooler to charge your battery pack, but or that'd be a really cool use of one, especially with the way the guy had it hooked up to the stem. I thought that so then you could like have your bag there with the battery charging or your light charging or whatever it may be. Steven says not sure if it's the hub or the light, but his lights stay on for about 5 minutes after stopping. Probably depends on how you set it up. Hey, what's up, Al? Al says he feels like bike people are way cooler than motorcycle people. Well, maybe I do because all my friends are bike peoples, not people, not motorcycle people. So yeah, let's I'll take a look and see if hopefully these because Gravel Kings could be a pain, aren't too bad to get on here. So I just want to see them. Plus, I got to do it eventually, anyways. Let's focus. Who was it? Was it Chris that said he needed to set up some tubeless tires today too? Well, these aren't tubeless, but he said he was going to set up tubeless. Oh, then I could put that cassette on here while I have this off today as well. Yeah, I wonder if your lights have a... Can you have dynamo lights that have a battery? Could they be charging your... Well, yeah, like someone just said, lights in general don't charge while they run now, but... And then I have lights that are either USB or... for tail lights, I have USB and the watch battery style. What are those? CR2, whatever. But all my headlights are USB. Does that? I mean, that's the only thing for headlights now, right? I mean, does anyone have non-USB headlights? I had tail lights that took AAA for a while, a long time ago. I bounced it off somewhere. Can't even remember now, but. What's holding this guy in? The force? There goes that there goes that brake adjustment. Like I said, it wasn't tightened down anyways. Turn this over here. Are all... Is that just an old mountain bike thing to have a Schrader instead of Presta? No, I feel like my truck has Prestas, not Schraders. Hmm. Oh yes, the batteries CR2032. That's right. Oh, Steven, yeah, playing some of my friends' music would be a good idea. And I don't know if you know this, but I have a lot of musician friends because I was in bands for most of my life. So, oh, disco, you do have a AAA tail light still? Yeah, I don't. Tail lights don't last long for me. I bounce them off. I haven't lately. It's been, I guess it's been a while now. I have like the tail lights I've bought the last few years, but I feel like if they have a clip instead of a strap, I end up bouncing them off because I hook them on a bag or do something stupid. And as you guys see my videos, we do a lot of stupid stuff. So don't need all that sealant in there. Discs had been progressively moving to Presta over the years, but it's been mixed. Huh. Yeah. Now I want to look at because the wheels on my winter bike, my Trek, are original to the bike, and they're Presta. That's a 2001, whereas I've asked Pudgy the year of these wheels, but now I can't remember what. Aren't these Aren't these 90s? Hey, what's up, William LeBron? Oh, you were listening on the radio too, like Rick is. Rick is riding his bike with it on, so. Ah, should pull this tube out first, which has way too much air in it. Yeah, I'm trying to. My vintage road bikes, for the most part, are Schrader. Yeah, they're all Schrader. Um, I think all my vintage wheels are Schrader, and that's all pretty much early '80s and '70s. I guess there might be a thing too with this vintage carbon where I guess drilling a hole in it wouldn't really make a difference, would it? I hope Rick is blasting this on Bluetooth speaker. Did you guys see, for any of you who know Snacks, who is a channel member and he talks and chats in the Discord, ended up moving on just this week to Bentonville. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of his rides and footage. He brings a GoPro and shoots stuff for his Instagram, but he went down there for the Worlds and for the cyclocross Worlds and just loved it and decided to move down there. I think he's going to buy a house and everything. So oh, Disco said his 1982 Trek was pressed. Huh. My 83 Trek is Presta, but the wheels aren't from 80. The wheels are from 2007. But I'm trying to remember what the original wheels had. I only rode it like 4 times on the original wheels before I rebuilt it into a neo retro build. Pudgy. Gravel Kings don't matter which way you put them on, do they? No. But I gotta line up the logo with the valve stem so my mechanic friends don't get mad at me. I've never been to Bentonville, no. I wanted to go for cyclocross world champs, but it just didn't work out with my job or my scheduling. And, well, I think also still a little bit worried about Omicron when that all hit. Like I said, I'm always a little more cautious than a lot of other people have to be as a freelancer, because if I get sick, I don't get paid, you know. So if I had to take a couple weeks off, I can't make money. Or it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm when I talk and do this stuff, sometimes I'm doing the stupidest things. Like I'm trying to put both beads in at the same time, which is not even a way to set up a set of tires. William said for brake cables go black, for shifter cables go white. Match the decals. Oh yeah, these are going to be tough. Like I always said, if it's tough to get the first side in, you know the second side's going to be real tough. Hey, what's up, Nino? How's it going? Just messing around with the Marin again, putting these Gravel King 26 by 2.1s on now. Put some brake pads on the MAFAC. So both beads at once is gangsta. I was having better luck doing that. Do you have your phone on the bars too, Rick? Like riding around watching YouTube live? Oh man. Like I always talk about different rim and tire combinations. This is going to be a tricky one. Let's see. Yeah. Side one's tough. It's going to be tricky. Hey, what up, JMZ? Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, so what I was saying is, so that's what happened in the 70s with the bike boom, with the oil crisis. That's when bikes blew up for the first time. Then the pandemic made, that's why bikes go wild. So yeah, it's just gonna maybe layer on even more with that. Oh, Terry B is gonna live stream the 5 boroughs. Is when I missed that, Rick, because I didn't jump on the stream right away. And I had looked up the date to see if it worked with my schedule. Yeah, when is that again, if you could remind me? That'd be fun to throw on if that day I'm working on. If it's a day I have to work on photos or something like that, it'd be great. Go in there, dude. All right. Yeah, a lot of people will be walking. The e-scooters and bikes, if you live in cities now, I think will get even more popular to get around a little bit. Cleveland just got e-bikes, dockless e-bikes. I can't remember what brand, but Disco, you said you put some specialized tires on the Roval carbon gravel hoops. You can tell they're made to be together because you did it all by hand and with a hand. Yeah, that's nice when you can do that. These Gravel Kings are the SKs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the, no, it's not, it's the VNO, that's a VNO crank. Uh, it's not the Rando one, though, I don't think. Doing these streams during the afternoon without large Marge here to tell me everything I've purchased is hard. Oh, here it is. Let's see. This is the Grand Cru 50.4 170 millimeter crank length. Here's the full name. Crankset MK2 Grand Cru. Yeah. Yeah, bikes went wild when yeah, Lance was winning the Tour de France, but those were all the bikes for like doctors and stuff. Yeah, I'll definitely need to retrofit our towns. Um, I was I was talking about this on Tuesday, but I'm gonna make a video. I got hit by a car. I'm all right, but and most of my bike is all right. Bent a crank arm. I actually got the new one, which amazing with the part shortage. I was able to get a um, Dirty River was able to get me just a single side crank arm. But, yeah. See what happened to the last one. So as the car tire hit my foot, crazy that I didn't break a bone or bend my frame. This is what gave. Ruined my pedal too, but yeah, it's just so dumb. Our main street, like where I live here, they have lanes downtown now, but then they end even though the street is completely overbuilt because it's a streetcar street. So it's completely wide. You could park on the street. There's no markings for it, but there's no reason there's not a bike lane the whole way down it, like all the way out here to I'm in the Falls, but it should go all the way through our North Hill neighborhood, and it doesn't. It's so stupid, but oh, then Nino said, "Have I seen that Kodak announced Kodak Gold in 120?" Yeah, that's nice to have a. I didn't see the pricing yet, but it should be an affordable 120 film. Yeah, I have a stock of film to work through before I buy anything else, and I'm hoping this summer to shoot more film. I was talking about this on Tuesday as well with my. I wanted to like do more stuff on my photo channel now because the other photographer who worked here retires next week, so I won't feel weird making videos where I am talking when because there'll be no one around. So it'll kind of open up my schedule to do stuff at different times of day. I only like to make videos in the like the talking parts in the evening when no one's here. Is I just I don't know. I'm sure some people don't care, but I'm not like that guy who could like Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat walk through an airport talking to a camera. So if you watch my videos where I'm like sitting out on the gravel, you'll see I'm always like I always do like a look around, like just feels weird. They said the Kodak Gold will be 25% cheaper than Portra. Good. Well, Portra costs an arm and a leg now. I do have a whole 5 pack of Portra though in 120 here. I have a project in mind that I was going to do during the pandemic, or not that the pandemic's over, um, but then the biking channel kind of took off, and I just spent my time on making that stuff. But I do miss shooting film. I love shooting film and trying out different cameras. And the other thing with the other photographer retiring is I have an RZ67 and I'll be able to use all the lenses. She was still using it with a digital back for a while, so I didn't want to like take away the lenses she might be using for studio work. But now I have 4 RZ bodies here and a bunch of lenses, so probably shoot more 120. I haven't watched the Cinestill. I haven't looked into the Cinestill stuff yet. I saw the announcements, but I want to watch their video about exactly what that film looks like. Do I think carbon bikes will be restored in 40 years? One of the problems with high-end carbon bikes is like the people who want high-end carbon bikes always want new stuff. Um, we'll see. Like I said, I have a vintage carbon bike. I have a vintage look, Bernardino, but that era is, aluminum lugged, and those are actually kind of aluminum lug bikes can be dangerous. You have to keep your eyes on them because they're glued. With monocoque frames, I think they should last. I mean, but if you crack them, they're kind of done. But yeah, I don't know. That'll be an interesting thing to see. Like, yeah, you know, will a Pinarello F12 look cool in 40 years, or I don't know. You never know that stuff. But where's my pump? Let me grab my pump. I'm 3/4 of the way through this beer, but it's a 9%er. So this is for anyone who joined later, Stones Enjoy by 420. But I didn't really eat lunch. I'm gonna need to make sure when Erin grabs me that I have dinner before I get another drink. Raymond, the bike I got hit on was on my rally. I didn't go down. I got sideswiped by a car, broke off their rear view mirror. Is it sitting here on the shelf? It's over on my table. I went back and found it. Um, yeah, bent my crank, broke their mirror off, and I did not go down. I have a big, like a rug burn, like it was all scabbed on the side of my leg, which is either from the mirror or just even their door, like rubbing my jeans against my leg. It happened so fast. I'm not even sure what happened. I literally came to a stop, looked up and saw the car going over the high level bridge over the Cuyahoga River, and I was like, I just got hit by a car. And then I went to pedal to try and catch him, and that's when I realized I couldn't turn the crank past my chainstay. So, oh, these are going to look cool with gumwalls on them. Yeah, Disco, they are a pain. And on one of the other live streams, I was putting those 38 Gravel Kings on the Peugeot, which were tough, but yeah. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's get these. Even though I hate extra plastic, I do like that Panaracer like protects their logos, you know. Yeah, these are going to be cool looking. These are the widest Gravel Kings I've seen because I don't have any bike that could take 2.1 besides this and my truck mountain bike. I love the big gum walls. I know they're pretty much in style now, but I've always liked gum walls. See if I have the right tool to pull. I should have the right tools to pull this cassette off. Hey, what's up, traveling through? Yeah, hit and run, William LeBron. Yep, sideswiped me and then just kept on going. So I went over to the drive-through across the street. That's where I get my beer, but I told them to keep their eyes out because it was like 11 o'clock or maybe even a little later. So it's, new subscriber.
Erin Gritchard subscribed to the channel.
Thanks, Erin. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, to keep an eye out for a white car missing a passenger side mirror because there's white paint all down my carbon fork, which is crazy, right? Well, I'll change the other tire because this is hard to do not on the table. Change the other tire first, and then if we get to this, we get to it. I do have the tools though. Oh, there's no sample photos yet of the Sin still except in their video. Yeah, I need to watch that because their YouTube channel that they started actually posting to Sin still for anyone who's interested in analog film has been pretty good. I've enjoyed the videos they've posted on there. He said, never realized the valve was offset on those spin wheels, not where you'd expect it. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's not like centered between the... Yeah, you think they would have it centered between, like perfectly in line, but no, it is offset. All right, see you, Disco. Thanks for stopping by. Sup, Pinecone. William LeBron, I did not make a police report. A couple people have said to. I was talking about this on St. Patrick's Day. Me and Daryl and Large and Otis were hanging out with Otis's wife's dad too, and he's a retired police officer. He said he was like, oh, if it happened on the falls side of the bridge, because the Cuyahoga River's the dividing line right out here by my place between Akron and Cuyahoga Falls. And he said if it happened on the Cuyahoga Falls side, he'd make a report. He was like, but it happening on the Akron side, they just got bigger fish to fry, and that not much would probably ever come of it. I think I should have made one in case I found the guy, like if I found like the car missing the mirror and I have the mirror and I could prove it, probably would have been a good idea for that. And maybe I still should. I don't know if there's any kind of limits on when you can do that stuff, but I know I'm off frame. Give you guys a break. But yeah, this is the one that these things just barely fit in there with the new paint on this NOS fork, and it's always a pain to get this in and on and off till it wears in a little bit. I'm okay. Rusty, an Akron cop? Yeah, even if you asked him if he thought it was worth it, if I should even bother, you know. Cleveland, I saw you talking about bike advocacy, and I don't know if you've looked into them yet, Rusty, but Bike Cleveland is a really, really um, good organization, and they do a lot of advocating, and you know, they hit up city council meetings, they come up with bike plans, like they are, Cleveland, you know, Bike Cleveland has their shit together, and they are really good. They've been advocating for bike lanes. They're not afraid to piss people off by posting like, "What the hell is this?" So definitely, if you're not following them on Instagram or checking them out, you might even want to become a member since you're up there. But yeah, they are a really good organization for advocating. They're not all talk. They're actually action based. So. Oh, you are a member. Nice. Good. Rick. Get some let's get some focus up in here. This camera loves that mic stand. Yeah, so traveling through well, you've been on here. You've been on here on Fridays. Yeah, just if I can't get two streams in the weekend, I'm able to do like the Friday afternoon. I kind of like it. We got a couple different people on here, like Al and yeah. So and you know, maybe people who aren't chatting, who are just watching, but. Yeah, but every time I've done a Friday, oh, there's the mirror. I'll show it to you. Yeah, so I'm lucky. I'm not lucky that I got hit, but I'm lucky that I got hit at that kind of speed and I'm okay. So. I was gonna. You shouldn't put that out there public. I was gonna ask you what the name of the Akron cop you know. I know some Akron cops in passing, like nobody I have their phone numbers for, but being a lifer over here, you know. Erin probably knows a couple too because Erin, they would hire police officers to direct traffic at the farmers markets. Speaking of Erin, I heard her just walk in, or some creep just walked in. Or
Why not both?
Why not both? What's up? Putting these Gravel Kings. Check it out. Looks good, huh?
It does look good, man. Looks great.
And then I've got your levers on there now, and your derailleurs.
It's looking good. Andy did that, not me.
Yeah, your stuff is a little beat up.
Andy did that. Most of it. Most of it. I forgot I have to lean into the microphone.
You don't have to lean into the microphone.
I want them to hear me, babe.
Is it 6?
Just about.
All right. Should we get going? Let me get at least one side of this.
Okay, get one side on it. Am I in your way?
No, you talk. You talk to the people.
Oh.
Got the chat up here, full screen.
Hello, people.
I was telling them how, like, the ones who weren't on Tuesday, how I got hit by a car and somehow showed the mirror how I somehow did not fall down.
I don't know. I don't know how you did that, babe. Hello, Dylan. Hello, William or LeBron. Does he go by William or Bill or LeBron?
William, I always go with full on William LeBron. He's the one who's in Detroit. I was saying I'm going to try and ride when we go to see Lord Huron, hopefully. Have him show us around a bit.
Yeah.
If the timing works out for him. Yeah, at least
Rusty.
What?
Rusty. I'm blushing.
We were talking about Bike Cleveland with Rusty a little bit. And he said he is a member. So.
Oh, good. What kind of bike does your wife ride, Rusty? I'm trying not to lean in the microphone, but
you can't. Lean in into it.
Hello. Are there people here who don't know me who are like, what is this nut job doing?
I'm sure. And the people who know you are probably thinking that too.
True.
These are tough to get on.
Just take it to the shop, have Ben do it. It'll be done like that.
Yeah. That is your plan?
It's always my plan for tires.
Oh yeah, LeBron Noble. That's the Instagram name, right? I think William LeBron. Yeah, LeBron Noble on Instagram.
Oh, she got to get one. What are you suggesting she get?
Got a World Sport you could sell her.
Yeah, how tall is she?
Yeah. Oh, that bike's too tall.
Well,
I don't know how tall his wife is, yeah.
Right.
Too tall for you.
Good morning, JD&D.
He drank a flight at Ray's.
Oh.
Oh, man. I don't think... I've never done it from the inside before. I wonder if that's stupid.
Let's trying to make that into a euphemism. But
Yeah.
I didn't.
Aaron's here. Rick was listening on his Bluetooth speaker while riding across town.
Oh.
And William LeBron was listening in his car at first. Yeah, Terry B was on. Terry B went live. Got to say what's up to him. It was actually good information because we ended up chatting about like music for YouTube videos and what he uses, and was talking about what he uses for client work versus YouTube videos. Oh, a Super Pro.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Babe, the line at Arthur Treacher's rivals the KFC
Arthur
line.
Treacher's?
Yeah. KFC actually was slow.
Arthur Treacher's can't even prepare for it because they have like 2 employees.
Well, it's Lent and Friday.
Yeah, but
Well, maybe they hire seasonally too.
anytime I've gone to that Arthur Treacher's, like you wait no matter if there's.
Now
a line.
I want a hush puppy.
Does anyone who's not from around here even know what Arthur Treacher's is? We have is it the last now? I think it's the only one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the
The
only
last Arthur Treacher's franchise on the planet is, what, quarter mile down the street, walking distance.
Yeah. Half a mile, max.
I can't get this back on here. This is a dumb way to do it. I talk and then I can't think. I'm sure Ben's going to go home and get his car, right? So
Probably.
Well, it's not raining now, is it?
It was there's a little sprinkles. Here's some sprinkles. I also don't know what it's going to do later, so. But he'll probably still go home and get his car.
He drove last night. It was weird. Which is weird.
He drove to Jilly's?
Yeah.
Across the parking lot?
That wasn't until 8, so he'd already gone.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's try this like one more time, then we'll go. Because I need a Sammy.
It might be a 2 Sammy kind of night.
You're going to eat 2 sandwiches?
I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'll have a Sammy and a salad and a dessert. Like some butts. Brownie butts.
Might want to explain that.
The dark hair, I just had it lightened. Maybe that just makes the top part where it wasn't lightened darker.
Yeah.
But that's actually my natural color.
When did you get it lightened? Oh, you saw Chelsea.
Yeah. It was the night of the Circle Jerks. I mean, the day of the Circle Jerks.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
No, I'm on the second tire.
I showed him the first tire.
Oh.
Should I have used my words?
Yeah, use your words.
Is this an audio thing?
Yeah.
As well as a visual thing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What are they talking about? Oh, Rusty's a vegan.
Oh.
Oh my God, this one's even worse.
Oh, sorry. I was mesmerized by your struggles.
Let's make sure I got.
Oh, Rusty's got to go get stuff done.
All right, Rusty. We got to meet up soon, with the weather getting nicer, but getting a bit risque for a matinee.
Maybe Rusty's wife wants my Bombora and I'll get a wild.
You can't afford a wild.
That's true. I can't afford a wild. Damn it.
Man, can you imagine how much you'd piss Otis off if you bought another bike not from the shop?
But he doesn't have the bikes I want. Did you see that my bicycle is on the cover of Bicycling Magazine this month?
I did not. They had a Bombora on Bicycling Magazine?
On the cover.
Huh. They had a stem on the did you see that post today with the products they have in stock on Instagram?
Yeah, I was actually just looking at them because they posted some wheels the other day.
I was thinking about that. Did you see that really long and short? What do you call these kind of stems? Quill stem. I was thinking that'd be cool for my single speed to bump. Yeah. It's already got sweep backs, but it's still a little too forward. I want it to be just like totally like upright, because that's when I'm going to ride that bike, is when I don't want to be leaning at all. So
Well, babe.
yeah.
I support you. Are you done with that yet?
No. And this is only the first side.
You said you would only do the first side.
Yeah. Well, you just asked if I was done. If you were rusty. I'm so close.
If I had a nickel.
Disco was in here, Elijah, and he was like, "Oh man, it's painful watching you struggle with that."
You should have said.
The rim is your home. Don't you want to go home? There we go.
Oh, thank goodness. Great seeing you guys. Bye-bye.
I'll put on the outro. And I just need to grab my laptop. I got everything ready.
I got my laptop too.
All right, dudes. Thanks for the joining for the Friday matinee.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you saw me. I didn't really see you. It would have been nice to see you.
See everybody on. Don't think I have any conflicts with Tuesday, and there should be a new video on Monday. So, yeah, and then I'll post about the stickers and all that. Oh, look, Stream Elements right on cue. All right, guys. Happy weekend. Hopefully you guys get some riding. You don't have the crap weather we're about to have this weekend. And
Okay, bye.
all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.